do the purpose message for this week as well. And today I'm going to I'm using the Maori Oracle. Now, this is the Maori Oracle. It's a beautiful set here. And I came across this, and the reason why I'm going to tell you. The reason why, the creator of this is P.A. Minnell, and she passed away. She actually passed away today, 4 years ago. And I found these on, I think I was YouTubing them, and somebody showed, I think it was this American woman, she was reading these cards, was kind of giggling at her pronunciation, and I have had some comments about my pronunciation as well, about the Maori words. That's okay, I have thick skin, can't always get it right. But I saw them and I knew I had to have them, and then her widow, like her husband, actually, he contacted me, he saw a YouTube video, and he just told me the story about her and just the amazing work that she did. She was a counsellor as well, and help people with depression and also the spiritual work. And she created these. So he actually just popped up on my feed. And that's the thing. I'm really taking notice of who's popping up. That you might have seen the lizard, the animals that are crossing my path, the messages, the songs I'm hearing, all these messages as everything now is being heightened, right? This as we are awakening, right? So yeah, he popped up in my feed today, and I said, well, and he told me that she had passed away today. So he was celebrating her life, and also, in that sadness as well, and just honouring her. So I want to really honour her tonight with this. And so, yes, hey Christy, hi Gabrielle. Oh yes, I know, they just need to go to hands, Gabrielle. I love it. And you're welcome, Lynn. Yes, wow, so you had that intention, Lynn, because I think you had everything else, right? Okay, so let's check in with the Maori Oracle. I already pulled, two of these cards just flew out on what our messages after, this live series and what's happening. And I actually put a post up today, and it was like, how people are stepping up and sharing their message, and new people, new teachers are coming in, and what's happening behind the scenes and spiritually and all that kind of thing. And I'm loving seeing that, and how brave they are, because, I know people in the circle, and this is why I probably say this in this, contained environment here. Not everyone thinks we're tin-foiled hat people sometimes, but we're just waiting, everything's going to be okay, but working through that, like it can be shitful sometimes, like I've had a couple of really tough weeks as well, as I'm sure some of you haven't, and I know you've told me you have as well. But just to have faith. So that was my intention when I was actually pulling these cards. Well, they two flew out. So the first one, and please, I put these up on YouTube, and I love it. I love the comments. But again, people have bought them, and I love to get her work out as well. So the first one is Aruhi. Aruhi. I hope I'm saying that right. Please don't take that as offensive. So it's this kind of, look at my ring there, it's this plant, right? So I'm going to read you what it means, and then I'm going to give you the message of it. So Aruhi is the gift of the Haumea Teka Teka, right? So the god, which is the god of wild foods. This is a gift from the god of the wild foods. And it was once a staple food for the Maori all over New Zealand, and nothing was so worthy of trust than the aruhi. So no matter what happened, no matter what crops failed, so it's a food, no matter what crops had failed, nor the birds had fled, there would always be the aruhi. So they could rely on it, right? So the bracken that comes around it, that grows around it, because it's a plant, where I'm up to, that was taken and grew, and it could grow anywhere. And kumara, which is a sweet potato in New Zealand, we love our kumara, so it's like a sweet potato here, but it's a bit more purple. So where that was kind of a crop that could grow anywhere, but when that even failed, the aruhi would still grow, so there was something to eat. So it was crisp and white on the inside and was dug up dried, soaked, and roasted in the fire, and then pounded with a club until it made a dough. Then it would be flavoured with other foods. So the actual words that she's put here is, this means dependability, have faith, right? Dependability, have faith. I just thought it was just so perfect for what's happening now as we are moving into our purpose even more. It's calling us even deeper. It's calling us even deeper to show up and to share our message and to be kind and to show love to one another, even though you want to not do that sometimes. Let's just say that to certain things that people say. But it is to have dependability, have faith in your journey here. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You can do no wrong. It's all lessons. So, I just wanted to. That was the message that came through in there. I love that card. So the second card, it's really testing my Maori. The second card is a bird. Perfect. Love it. Okay, good. Sorry about my ring there. So this is a bird. This is native to New Zealand, and it's called let me say. Koterepopo, that's what it's called, the koterepopo. So the koterepopo is a beautiful bird, not much bigger than a blackbird, but however, it has a reputation of being fierce and an unflinching warrior, right? Perfect for this message. So just despite its size, it's quite small. So one legend tells of the death of a tui, which a tui is another bird, impaled on the beak of the koterepopo, right? And another hawk. So it's killed a hawk and a tui in the animal kingdom, okay? So, but it has been known to take on cats and other animals that would otherwise cause terror in the other birds. So its manner of attack is by no means careless, and it has a hunting style that can be only called studied. So it sits in plain view. So this bird sits in plain view, seemingly unconcerned with the business of survival, perfectly visible to its intended prey. And when the time is right and its prey has given away all of its secrets, then it will quite suddenly strike. It is also a champion of the light, and that also preys again over lizards and servants of the whiro, which is the god of sickness, darkness and chaos in the Maori tradition. So the message here is underestimation. The nature of a thing outside itself may not always reflect its truth. So you're thinking of, when I'm reading this, it's the size doesn't matter. Apparently in this, right? So size doesn't matter. So he's in plain view. And this is kind of what's happening now, right? Things are happening all around us in plain sight. Some of us who are not awakened, we can't see it, or we don't want to see it. But really the truth is going to come out. And never underestimate your purpose. Never underestimate the way you can reach out to somebody, or you can connect or show up. So I loved that Koterepopo card, the bird there. Yeah. And that kind of reminded me of the post I put up the other day of the t-shirt. It's like, underestimate me. That'd be great for you, right? So keep the faith, keep going. Never think you're going to be underestimated. And the last card for this message is the beautiful kauri. So the kauri. And the kauri is one of the oldest and largest of the New Zealand native trees, and was named by Tane Mahuta, which is the god of the forests, and it's the kauri tree. Very, very important tree in New Zealand. So it honours the legend of the separation of the Earth Mother and the Sky Father, and they were so much in love with each other that their embrace was never ending. So very romantic, but those who lived between them, their children, it was very dark. So if you think of it, like they were like that, and the children were in between them. So they loved each other, and the children wanted to get out, right? So, and they're called Papatua Nuku, the Earth Mother, and Ranganui, the Sky Father. So it was eventually decided that one of the children, they were separated to allow the light to come back into the world. And many things were tried, but nothing worked until Tane Mahuta, the god of the forest, decided to try. So bracing his shoulders against the earth, he placed his mighty feet against the sky and pushed until his parents were separated. And so it was that the Te Ao Marama, the light of the world of the light, was born. And it means stand strong and stand true. It's the massive tree. Stand strong and stand true. So the light is coming, right? The light, if you're feeling despair about what's going on at the moment, do not worry. Stand tall and stand true, because everything that is in the shadows, the light is going to be shone upon it, and the truth is coming out. And so stand true to your purpose. Like this is the time where we are all needed, all us light workers, doing our work in just the best way that we can. The best way that we can. So there you have it. There is the dependability, have faith. We have don't underestimate me, you, and stand strong and stand true, the kauri. So I hope that makes sense to you all. I'll take a photo and put that up for you. Thank you for joining me this beautiful night. Everyone's a winner. Lots of love to you, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.